guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry that I have a little bit of, I think that everything's kind of different. I don't have my normal ring light in front of me. It's packed up right here, and then the camera is a little bit closer to me. Anyway, none of it matters. I wanted to start something new, and I don't know really what to call it. I think what I was thinking in my head was like, take off, let's talk or something. I want this just to be like my, you know what, this is the end of the day, this is something just a chit chat that you don't have to pay attention to this video, just hear me out. I'm going to go through my makeup removal steps, and I'll show you guys the products that I use, but at the same time I want this to be kind of just a talking session of things that have been going on, or that I'm able to relate to, or that I'm able to maybe speak up for and help out somebody who may or may not need to hear this. Well, hopefully you do need to hear this if you're listening. So the title will come. Hopefully my title is creative by the time that it's uploaded, and I just don't know what it is right now, so that's why I'm all confused. But I have a really crappy headband. Does everyone else just feel like whenever they wear like certain headbands like this, you feel like you're back in 4th grade and your mom is like, it's picture day, you have to pull your hair back? So just getting right into it. First I'm going to take my Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. I've used these. If there's anything that has been consistent in my entire makeup life, it is these wipes. Also, I don't know how much editing I'm going to be doing on this video, so please just bear with me as I'm going through all of my bloopers and my ums and stuff. I usually try and cut those out, but I'm really not going to be editing this, so you're going to get it all. These towelettes have been my go-to Neutrogena. I know that I've tried a different pack. I think that maybe it smells or like it has a scent to it, but these makeup wipes are amazing because you'll go through makeup wipes and then they'll burn your eye, or they'll just irritate your skin, or they're rough, or they're smelly, or whatever. These are so... I've never, ever used anything else with these. So these are like my #1 friend. Take my lashes off. Woo! Taking your lashes off is like taking a bra off. Like, man, it feels amazing the second that you get to take them off. I really wanted to talk about just a couple things that have been on my mind lately. And some things that I know that certain people can relate to. Hopefully this is a video for you. I know that in my last kind of like let's talk video, it was a video for people who are going through just like insecurities, and you're self-conscious about like what yourself and like maybe things that you're wearing or things that you see on the internet and how you can compare yourself. In this video, I really want it to be like about your mental health. And I know that that's been a huge thing over the years, everyone's mental health. We see it in the news a lot. We see celebrities, you know, going to the point of committing suicide because they feel that they can't talk to somebody, or they feel that they're not getting out what it is that they need to say. That's one thing that I want to talk about. And then another thing that I want to talk about is that no matter what you're going through, I promise that you will get through it. And, you know, I can elaborate a little bit, and, you know, you hearing me, if you are going through something that's really difficult in your life right now, you're thinking, she has no clue, she can't relate. I probably can't. I've only been through maybe a couple things that I can count on one hand. Life-changing, tremendous, you know, situations. But I feel that no matter the situation, it all comes back down to tomorrow will come. No matter what, the next day is still going to happen, and you're still going to be here. The first thing that I really wanted to touch on was the mental health. I want everyone to realize and know that everyone goes through something. Whether you think that it's minor and it's just you're second guessing yourself on a quiz, or you are rethinking, you know, where you live and maybe you want to live somewhere else. It could be a job that you're committing yourself to, whatever it is that's causing you to just go through like certain turmoils and just like different thoughts and different things that you think that you can't get through. It happens to everyone. I want to point out that I think that everyone really needs that one support system in their life, whether it be a friend, a brother or sister or a cousin or a family member, a neighbor, your coworker, your significant other, that you need to make sure that you're getting this out, because if you don't, it will seriously have, you'll have a lot of regret in the future if you can't get it out yourself. I usually use 2 wipes, by the way. I like to make sure that my skin is completely squeaky clean. I'll go in and I'll wash my face here in just a second, but I don't like to wash my face and knowing that there's more makeup on it. See, like, there's still a lot of makeup on. So, again, with the mental health, if you think that the world is better off without you, we're not. I've definitely, whenever I was younger, I went through times where I was thinking that everything that I was going through, I wouldn't be able to get through. And my parents and my family would 1000% be tons better without me, because I was a bad kid. I was a really bad kid. I was sent off multiple times to my family in Texas, or my family that lives in northeast Arkansas. And I would have to stay there like all summer, because my parents just really didn't know what else to do with me. They would discipline me and I just wouldn't listen. And I got to the point to where I thought that I was such a big burden that I didn't have to be here anymore. And that's even difficult to say, to people that I don't even know if you and I have even met. And I'm glad that I didn't, and I never brought that up to anybody. It took a long time. It took many years to force myself and to understand that I have a bigger and better purpose, whether that when someone says that they have a purpose or they have a better purpose to be here, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to cure cancer, or, you're going to be the first woman on Uranus. But, I had a bigger purpose, and maybe this is my purpose, so that I could take a couple minutes and actually explain to you guys and tell you guys, hey, we want you here. I may not know you, but I promise you, I need you here. And your mental health is very, very important. So don't ever think that you can't go to someone and you can't talk to someone. Just because you think that you may be a burden on them. I promise you, if you're talking to someone and they are seeming like you are being a burden on them, go to somebody else, because that person is shit. That person shouldn't even be your friend or family or whatever. I usually have waterproof mascara on. I can kind of see like a little bit of mascara there, so I'm still gonna take some of that off. I'm gonna use this Clinique Take the Day Off, and I'm just gonna go in with some cotton balls, and I'm gonna put some of that on my cotton balls and then rub that over and get the rest of the mascara off. I hate waking up with just clumps of mascara and having to wipe it all off. So I hope that I got kind of that message across to where everyone knows, whether that's me, this is me also offering my assistance or lending my ear, whatever you want to call it. I love to be someone just to sit there and listen. If you don't want any kind of feedback, if you don't want me to, I'm not someone to judge someone else's life. I've never walked in your shoes before, so I can't judge it. But, if someone needs someone to really talk to and you know that you have no one to turn to, please come to me. I'm always open. Aside from the mental health, it kind of goes together too. Thinking that your issues and your problems are not going to go away, or that you aren't going to get through it, that you're going to fail, whether that, if you don't think you can pay rent, or if you think that you're going to fail a quiz, or if you think that you're gonna get fired from a job, I promise, and I know that this kind of sounds easier said than done in a way, but I promise that it'll get better from there. You can only go up. I was in a relationship where I definitely didn't know where I went myself, because I was this person who was a loving, caring, fun, friendly, you know, whatever you want to say. And then I completely just changed, and I stopped hanging out with my friends, and I had a completely different attitude. I had grown out of my bad attitude with my parents, and then I was a good kid, and then I went back into that kind of resentment towards my family. And I didn't think or didn't put two and two together until I completely removed myself from that relationship. And I honestly thought that I was going to be just this deadbeat, living, mooching off my parents, or like not learning anything in life, because I really didn't. I didn't go to. I went to a couple years of college, but I didn't finish college, and I wasn't the highest grade in class in high school, and I've had to learn a lot of this stuff in my current career. I've had to learn a lot of it just by repetitiveness and other things, but I never thought that I was going to be able to get out of this hole. But 5 years later, with the company that I'm at, starting this, I have a tons of friends and a 3-year marriage. I never would have thought that I would be in this position. I know that that's kind of a smaller example. Thinking about, you know, being without him, or the other kind of bigger thing that happened in my life was my grandparents dying, like at the same time. My grandmother passed away in April, and my grandfather passed away I think exactly a month later. And they were my grandparents growing up. Now I had my dad's mom. I only knew my grandma, his mom. But my mom's parents were the weekend grandparents, you know, the ones that you go up and you do Easter egg hunts with, and the ones you open Christmas presents with, and the summer ones and the trip ones, and that family that I had, like, it was constant. It was a ritual. We would go up there, we would go spend time with them, and then we would come back, and then, you know, a couple weeks later we'd go back. And so they were very heavy into my life until about 13 or maybe 14 or 15. And then whenever they both passed away, thinking about it right now, I feel like I want to cry, but I won't cry. I really thought that my life could not get any worse, and I have this much love for my parents too, but at the same time, my grandparents are the ones that they never judged me. You know, like I was the baby, and they were so sweet to me, and they gave me, you know, extra food, and they were always someone who could help me through anything. And then whenever they were gone, it was like, what do I do now? Who are we going to go spend Christmas with? Or who is, you know, they would always send me cards and stuff. It's like I stopped receiving cards. It's like, I don't know. And I mean, that's really little kind of materialistic things, but I like, my love and my heart for them was gone. And I never thought that I would ever want to relive that. My point being, I know that I'm giving a lot of examples. My point being is that you are able to get through some of the most difficult situations as long as you allow it. Whatever is going on in your life right now, whether it be a family member terminal illness, whether it be you are in a really huge financial bind, if you're going through a really bad breakup relationship and you never saw this coming, to the point, you know, if you are in an abusive relationship and stuff like that, and you think that you can't get out, I promise you, you have to take that next step to want to get better, whatever decision that is in any of those categories, or, you know, more. You have to make the decision of wanting to move up and to just get out of that hole in your mind. Mentally, you have to, and then it will get better. The sun will go down, the sun will come back up, and it'll be a new day. Whether you know, want to leave that relationship, that abusive relationship, and I sure hope that, I know that that's kind of a little bit more sensitive. There's situations where you can't. I really hope that, you know, and pray that you can reach out to someone who can help you there. But it's getting real. My moral of the story really is that it will get better. Day by day, you have to push yourself out of that hole. And you have to tell yourself that it's going to get better. And that you will succeed, that you are a better person, that you are an amazing person, that, you know, your life today is not going to be your life tomorrow. And you also have to accept that things can change for the good and for the bad. But I'm definitely not trying to like skip or trip over my words, but I know that there are certain situations that it's very difficult, and I know that I have not lived in certain situations, in certain shoes. Again, I'm no one to judge, but I know that I have mentally felt like the world was done with me and I had no other reason to be here, and that if I died, no one would miss me, and everyone's day would just go by. But I'm glad that I didn't. Luckily, I don't know, I had to just pull myself out of that hole. I really just forced myself. I didn't really talk to a lot of people. I have a best friend, and she helped me through a lot of like certain situations, but to mentally get out of that place was very difficult, but it was possible. And it's like running a marathon. You feel that point in the run where, you know, your heart's starting to beat a little faster, and, you know, your breathing is getting a little bit more heavier, and you're just like, am I going to be able to finish this? Like, can I do this? Can I finish it? And you think about the finish line, and just know that it's there, and all you have to do is just keep on going, and then you finally get there, and you feel just that relief of, you know, finish and success. I think I hope that was a good analogy. I hope. I'm really quick gonna go wash my face with some Tatcha deep cleanser. This stuff in this, all of this has been kind of like a normal, like for the past couple of months routine. I really have bad area around my chin and stuff, but it's been working so far. So yeah, so I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, lastly, I applied this Ultra Repair Barrier Cream by First Aid Beauty. I love this stuff. It says it's for sensitive skin, safe for sensitive skin. As you guys can see, I don't like to exfoliate all the time. I do exfoliate some, and my skin, just on like my cheek areas, are very, very sensitive, but this has actually helped a ton, and I love it so much. But it foams up. It's really weird. It's foamy. But my skin soaks it up so fast that sometimes I'll have like a little bit, like I'll have like a smaller like moisturizer in my car and just like, okay, I need more. I love it so much though. I've used a ton of it. And it has like a clean smell, like not like a cleaning product smell, but like a water smell. Something. I don't do any like eye cream. I don't do any like anything specific. If you guys have like any recommendations of any skin products that, you know, you guys use and you guys kind of have like the same skin type as me, please let me know. Don't be shady. Let me know. Also, I thought of a name. Makeup off, let's talk. Aren't I cool, Mom? So I know that that was a really long talk, and again, I really want to get to the moral of my story, which is you matter. We want you here, no matter who I'm talking to, because I have no clue who I'm talking to, but I promise you, you matter, and I want you here. Excuse me. And make sure that you are just telling anyone that you can, whether that be me, your family, your significant other, your coworker, your neighbor, your dog, your YouTube, your camera, how you're feeling and what's going on in your mind. Because if you don't get that stuff out, it's gonna bottle up, it's gonna explode. It might explode in the wrong place, wrong time, on somebody who doesn't deserve it. And it's such a stress reliever whenever you actually are able to get stuff out. Just get stuff off your chest, be able to, you know, maybe hear some feedback or just hear just some good advice from that one friend of yours. And I promise you, it will, say it with me, guys, it will get better. I promise it'll get better. I don't know why I do that. So as you guys can see, I have a very clean face now. I feel very fresh. Now I can like sit here and like rub my face, and I love it. And also, I can't remember if I've ever come on here without like anything on my face, but here's my sad little eyebrows. I get them cleaned up and waxed like every maybe 4 to 5 weeks, maybe. No, I think it's longer than that. I think it's a long time. Like 2 months maybe. But I don't pluck them. Not at all. Don't, nope. I really wish that like these guys could just come a little bit closer together. My life. Okay, so again, I'm gonna extend my hand for anybody who needs someone to talk to or anybody who needs a support system. I'm here. Whether I, know you or I don't know you, I promise you there's no judgment. I can't judge anybody, nor would I want you guys to judge me. So let's just all be friends here. You got a friend in me. Okay, bye.